Hi everyone. So in the in the interest of time, we will start. Uh, I will share my screen. Before that, if any, some of you have asked for a recording. Dr. Ajit told there is some issue in the YouTube channel. So they were not able to publish the video in YouTube. So that's the reason maybe. Okay. So I send an assignment to you. Maybe once you get the recording, you can start doing the assignment. You can take more time. So if you have any other questions, let me know. So we will refresh last week class for 5 minutes and then we will start. So last week we have seen about data step. We have seen the what is data step, what it helps to. So data steps, it helps to create a data set, read and modify the data step. And it execute row by row until all observations are proceed must end with the run. Okay. And we have seen what is input statement. So when you have a column name in the tables, you have to mention all the column names in the input statement. If it is numerical variable, you need not to mention any symbol. If it is character variable, you have to mention the dollar symbol near to the character variable. Okay, and then what is data lines? Data lines means we are telling SAS after this data line, we will mention the values, data values. A run statement, it tells SAS to execute the data step. Okay. So we have seen some examples also for this. One of the example, we have input statement. And in input, we have three variables, patient, age, and dose. So we have two rows, patient ID 1, patient ID 2. And yeah, so first one, data step, the code start with the data step and then the output name. And in input statement, we have mentioned the three column names and then data lines. After data lines, we have to give the values of the variables and then semicolon and then run statement. We have seen a different input style. One is column input. In column input, we will put the position of the values. So if it is patient ID, the first four position allotted to the patient ID. Next is the blank space, the fifth position. Sixth and seventh position is for age. Hemoglobin, it is on the ninth and 12th. Eighth position is a blank. Okay. So in column input, the values will be in the fixed position. Okay. And then there is a list input. Each values will be separated by the blank spaces. Okay. So that is a list input and formatted input. So if your data has any decimals or comma or date, you will use the format statement. And then, yeah. So, and then you will have the, you whatever format name here, you have to give it in the, after the column name, you have to give it your, and even in input statement also, you have to put the format type. If it is decimal, you have to put decimal here. If it is date, you have to put date. And what is the length of the particular thing? If it is date, it may be 9 dot. If it is decimal, here 2.3, the total length is 3. So we are mentioning 3 dot. So like that, format statement is used to read the dates, decimals, comma, and all. And then we have seen in file statement, in file, when you want to read the external file, Excel file, any CSV file, first you have to upload it in the SAS on demand software. After that, once you upload that in SAS on demand, you can use the in file statement. In file statement, you have to give the path of the file. And once you give the path, you have to mention DST. So whenever you are using the Excel file, give this DST and then first observation equal to 2. That means the first row is for column name. The second is for the observation. Okay, so that's why we are giving first observation is equal to 2. If you don't have a column name, you can give first observation equal to 1. And then in input statement, we will mention what are all the column names here. And there is one more. Okay. Okay. So today we will see some new topics. So before that, anybody has any questions, let me know. Okay. Good afternoon, Swati. Okay. If you have any questions, you can let me know. Otherwise, we will go to the new topic. Okay, so today what we will see is we will see one statement called set statement. Okay, uh, okay. So we will see what is set statement means. Okay, so we will see what is set statement means. So in SAS, there is something called set statement. Set means if you want to read already existing data sets. Okay. So for example, uh, I told there is something called libraries, right? In left side. If you open my libraries, there is something called SAS help. Okay. So if you open the SAS help library, they have given some example data sets, okay, for practice. For students practice, they have uploaded so many data sets here. Okay, I will open one data set. Okay, so there is something called class. So if you open this data set, we have the different students' name and their gender and their age and their height and their weight. Okay. So if you want to, so this is already uploaded by SAS team under the library called SAS help. Okay. So this is just for a practice purpose. Okay. So this is the data set. Okay. If I want to read this data set, what I have to do is, after data, what we will give output name. Okay. I want to store my data in work library and output name is, this is set library, right? Okay. Set statement. Okay. So my output name will be like set statement. Okay. It will be stored in the work library. So first is data step and then where you want to store. I want to store in the library name called work. So my output will be stored in the work library in the name of set state. Okay. And then you have to give set and then what is the library name you want to read. Okay. So under my library, there is one library called SAS help. In that SAS help, we are going to read the class data set. Okay. So now what we did is we have used a data statement and work library. My output will be stored in the work library, and in set statement, we are telling we are going to read the data from SAS help library. So this is the library for a practice data set uploaded by SAS team. So here there are so many data set. In that we are reading the class data set. Okay. Okay, so my output is showing, and if I go to work library, my output can be read. Okay, so this is one way we can, and also, so for example, in work library also there is something called set statement. We just now created this, right? Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to create something called duplicate. Okay, and I'm going to read the same set statement. Okay. So what it will do is we are going to read already the data set statement, and it will be stored in the name of duplicate. Okay. Okay. So now, if you want to read any data from the library, existing data set from any library, you can use the set statement. Okay. So if you want to read all the existing data set, you have to use the set statement. And then what is the library it is, and then the data set name. Okay. So in SAS help, there are so many data sets. For example, there is something called air. There is some data set related to car. So if you click this cars, there will be a different car model, and what is that car model type, and what is that engine, and so many details about cars. Okay. So similarly, there are so many practice data set. So there is one data set called birth weight. So this also you can try to read. Okay. So this is just for practice purpose. SAS uploaded this data set under the library SAS. So what we can do is we in set statement, we can give the SAS cell, the library where SAS uploaded the data sets, and then you can give the uh, data set name. Okay, I'm going to give birth weight. Someone asked any question? Okay. Okay, perfect. So using set statement, we can read any data set, okay, from SAS, work library, any library, and then you can store wherever you want. Okay. Now I have stored the birth weight data set in the name of duplicate. If I go to work library and see duplicate, you can see the birth weight data sets. So this is set statement, okay? So if you want to read existing SAS data set, you can use the set statement. The syntax is it start with the data and then you can mention the library work dot. Even if you don't mention work dot, it will store in the work library by default. And then set statement. In set statement, what is the data set you want to read? Okay. So SAS cell or work library. If you don't mention any library name here, it will default consider work dot and then run. Yes. Okay. So this is one thing, okay. A set statement. Now we will see another thing called how to create a new variable. Okay. Okay. We will see how to create a new variable in SAS dataset. Okay. Now let's take this birth weight data set. Okay. So in this birth weight data set, if you see, they are saying whether the birth weight, I think these are all birth weight data sets. Okay. Okay. It may be little confusing for you. I will open another data set. Okay. Okay. Let me take the data set class. Okay. So here I have the different students' name, gender, age, height, and weight. Okay. Now I want to create a variable called BMI. Okay. I think BMI formula is weight by height square. Okay. So here, if you see, we have height and weight. Okay. So I want to create one more column called BMI. Okay. So I want to see the BMI of the students. Okay. So what I will do is first I will read the data set and I will store in the name of BMI. So my output will be stored in the work library and in the name of BMI. Okay. And then I will use a set statement. Okay. And then you have to give the what is the data set you want to read. So first, before creating a new variable, you have to read the data set. Okay. And then what you have to give is you have to give the BMI formula. Okay. So BMI formula is weight by height. Okay. I know it is height square. Okay. Okay. So you if you want to create a new variable, what you can do is
So next to set SAS help, it is class, right? Not birth weight.
uh yeah, sorry, you're right. Correct. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. It is SAS help dot class. Correct. Okay. And then you have to give the BMI formula. Now, what this code will do is one way to run the SAS code is if you select the code using the mouse cursor, only this part will run. Okay. So if you select only run and click run button, only that line will run. And if you select line 6 to 9, only this particular line will be ran. Okay, otherwise what it will do is if you simply click run button, the first set of code will be also ran and also second set of code also will be ran. So what I'm going to do is simply I will select this part of code using the mouse and then I will click run button. So now see here, my output is showing in the output data and BMI is created. Okay. So you can create a BMI. Okay, I think here some formula issues are there, but you can create any new variables here. Okay, for example, I'm just creating one new variable called new weight. There I am adding weight plus 2. Okay, what it will do is it will go to each observation and then it will add. In first one, it will add 112 plus 2, 84 plus 2, 98 plus 2. Okay. So it will add 2, 2 in each row and it will create a new weight variable. Okay. So if you want to create any new variable, you can give it after the set statement. Okay. The new weight or anything. Okay, so this is for creating a new variable. Okay, so here you can use minus also, plus also, any arithmetic operator you can use or divided by or multiple by. Multiple by, you have to use the star symbol, plus minus anything you can use it here. Okay, so you can create a new variable using your arithmetic operator and okay. So this is for creating a new variable. Now what we will see is we will see how to modify the existing variable. Okay. Now some people your age is there, right? I got a information the people have wrongly entered the student's age. Okay, they told the new age will be age minus 2. So first student age is 12, second student age is 11, third student age is 11, fourth student age is 12. Okay. So they are telling we have to modify the existing variable. Okay. So that means we will see how to write a code for that. I'm give the library name and then I'm writing here output name new age. Okay. And then I'm reading the SAS help dot class and then I'm going to modify the age column. Okay. So what is the column you want to modify? Okay. And then age minus 2. Okay. So what we are telling, we are going to modify this variable. So here also you have to give age and age minus 2. So what it will do, it will subtract the age variable here. Okay, so here if you see previously it is 14, 13, 13, right? So we can modify the existing variable also using this code. Okay. So in SAS, you can create a new variable and you can modify the existing variable also. Okay. And one more example also we can see. So here we will take cars data set. So we have a different car models, Audi, Acura, and the model name and right. So there is one column called length. Okay. So there is one column called length. I want to subtract minus 10 for each all the rows. I have to subtract minus 10. Okay. So what I will do is I will write data workload. New length, output name, you can give whatever you want. And then set SAS help dot cars. I'm going to mention length. The variable name is length. Okay. Equal to -10. Okay. So if you see here, the length is subtracted by 10 now. It's not subtracted. I guess. Okay. So now the length is subtracted by 10. Okay. So this is how you can modify the variables also. So in SAS, you can create a new variables and you can modify the existing variables also. Okay. Now we will see one more thing in SAS. Okay. We will see three things: if condition, else condition, and what if else condition, else if condition. Okay. 1 minute. So first we will see if condition. Okay, what does if condition means? Okay, so first we will see if condition. What does if condition means? Okay, so generally in English, if means the condition has to met, right? If means it is something like a condition. Okay. So for we will see so many example in under this. Okay. So you will understand where and all if it will help. Okay. We will take class data set. So if you see class data set, okay. So there is one variable called sex, and there are some students are male, some students are female. Okay. Uh, So, and there are all the students age group are like 13, 14 and okay. Okay, so the students age are in between 11 to 14. Okay, some students age are 11 and 12. Okay, what we are going to do is we are going to create a new variable called we are going to create a new variable called the age group. Okay, so what I'm going to create a new variable called age group. If age group is lesser than 12, then the age group will be junior. Okay, if age is greater than 12, then the age group will be elder. Maybe when I'm writing the code, you will understand. Okay, so we are going to write if age is lesser than equal to 12, then you have to write the new variable name. I'm going to create one variable called age group. Okay, in that I'm going to mention junior. Okay, if age if age equal to greater than 12, then age group will be senior. Okay, so I'm writing a condition here. If age lesser than 12, the age group new variable value will be junior. And if age is greater than 12, the new variable will have the value senior. So it is just like an English language. So whenever age is greater than 12, we are putting age group as senior. Whenever age is lesser than or equal to 12, we are putting them as a junior. Okay. So in if condition, you can create a new variable. Based on the if condition, you can create a new variable. But whenever you are writing a if condition, first starts with the if and then what is the condition name, and then you have to write a then also. So first keyword is you have to use if and then condition name, and then after that, you have to write the new variable name. Okay. So this is one way to create a new variable based on the if condition. Okay. So in SAS, if you want to write a condition, start it with the if, and then what is the condition you want to write, and then use the keyword then, and then after that, whatever expression you want to give. Okay. Whether if the condition is met, what you want to do? You want to create a new variable or you want to modify the new variable? Okay. Okay. We will see one more example based on the if condition. We can modify the data also. Okay. So what I'm going to do is there is something called height, right? I'm going to modify this height. If the student, if the gender is female, I'm going to increase the height +2. If the student is a male, I'm going to decrease the height -2. Okay. So I'm going to modify the height variable based on the gender. Okay. So first, when you're writing a condition, you have to mention if and when. Okay. So, and then Okay. So when you are writing a sex equal to male, okay, what you have to do is you have to put double equal to here. Okay. So when you are writing a condition, okay, and then if you are, whenever you are writing a condition, you have to give a double equal to or lesser than 12 or greater than 12. Okay. If it is, if you give simply double equal to M, that means it will take sex equal to male. Okay. Then it won't be look like a condition. It will assign the sex equal to male. It will look like, but you are going to check whether if sex equal to male, you have to give double equal to your. Okay. Then we are going to modify the variable. Okay. If sex equal to female, then so what this code will do is wherever sex equal to male, it will change the height. Okay, height equal to height minus 2. Wherever the sex equal to female, it will increase the height.
Sir, don't shouldn't we add work next to data here in this? We should, right?
Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, if you add, it will store it under the work. Okay. If you don't add also, by default, it will go and sit. Okay. Uh, Even if you don't mention, it will by default, it will go and store it in the work library. Okay, you can mention, but it is always good to mention. But even if you don't mention, it will go and store it in the work library. Both the meanings are same. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 It is showing some error. We will clear this. Sorry. Sorry, only single equal to come. I got confused with the Python. Sorry, you just consider as a single equal to. Okay, in Python it will be double equal to. Okay, sorry. So whenever so first write a if condition and then you if keyword. After that, what is the condition you are going to use, and after that then statement, and then the new variable, or if you want to modify the variable, what is the expression it is. Okay. So either you can create a new variable based on the if condition, or you can modify the existing variable also using if statement. Okay. So this is if statement. So there is one more way we can do the same thing. Okay. So I'm going to write one more thing. If age equal to 12, then age group equal to mid senior. Okay. And then if age greater than, sorry, if age equal to 13 is mid senior, and if age is greater than 13, then age group will be senior. Okay. I'm creating one more category here. So here we are giving three category. One is age great lesser than equal to 12, and then age equal to 13, and then age greater than 13. Okay, so we are having junior, mid senior, and senior. Okay. Okay. So okay, I will explain why it is showing only the partial thing of mid senior. Okay. So we are creating a three categories, okay? Junior, mid-senior, and senior. Okay. So this is using a if condition. We have created a new variable called age group. Okay, based on the age condition, we have created. Okay. Now there is something called if and else. Okay. We are going to use if condition plus else condition. Okay, together. Here we have seen only if condition. And now what we are going to do is we are going to use if condition and else condition together. So we are going to use the same example. Okay. So here we are using if age lesser than equal to 12, then age group equal to junior. That means if age equal to 11, if age equal to 12, wherever this row comes, the age group will be junior. Okay. Now we are writing else age group will be senior. That means other than this condition, okay, other than this condition, all other age group will be considered as senior. Okay. So even age equal to 13, age greater than 13, all other rows will be considered as senior. Okay. So after that, else you need not to mention the condition name. So it will be just opposite to this condition. Okay. Whenever you are using else condition, that means opposite to this condition. Okay, that means it is opposite to this condition. Remaining conditions of this. Okay, else age lesser than equal to 12. That means, okay, that means if else in this one age equal to 13 will come, age equal to 14 will come. So if age lesser than equal to 12, we will get age group equal to senior. For all other condition, age group will be assigned as senior. Okay. So here you can see some students are senior, some students are junior. Okay. Now here also we are going to use if condition and else condition. So instead of using two, I will simply mention else height equal to my yeah. So here what plus 2. Okay. So wherever sex equal to male, height will be height minus 2. Otherwise, the remaining location will be sex equal to female, right? All that location, height equal to height plus 2. Okay. So you can see the modified height here. We will see one more example, cars. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to, there are some regions, origin, right? Asia, Europe, and America, I guess, USA. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to write a condition if origin equal to Asia, this is something is in a dollar price range, okay, MSRP. I'm going to modify this variable, MSRP equal to I'm going to subtract $1,000 from here, okay, if origin equal to Asia. All other origin, I'm going to increase plus 1,000. Okay. So first we will read the data set. And then new MSRP, and then read the data set name, and then we are going to modify this variable called MSRP based on the origin. Okay, so I'm going to use the if condition, if origin equal to Asia, MSRP minus 100. Okay. Then MSRP equal to minus 1,000. Okay. Else, for all other origin other than Asia, MSRP will be 1,000. Okay. Here then won't come, sorry. Okay. So what I did is wherever origin equal to Asia, MSRP is decreased by 1,000. Wherever other than origin Asia, the MSRP will be increased by $1,000. So you can see the new MSRP here. Okay. So wherever the origin Asia comes, 1,000 is decreased. Other than Asia, MSRP is increased by $1,000. Okay. So I want to refresh one initial topic. I hope you will remember. Even if you don't remember, I will take once again. In initial classes, we have learned about the operators, right? And or and all. So okay. So we will see that for 1 or 2 minutes before going to that topic. Okay. So there are three operators we have seen. Okay. In AND operator, the both the conditions should be true. Okay. If age greater than 65 and dose is greater than 100, then risk group equal to critical. Okay. So when you are using AND between two conditions, both the conditions should be true. Okay. Then only the new variable will be created. Okay. So when you are using AND operator, both the conditions should met. Okay, then only the expression will be validated here. The new variable will be created or the variable will be modified. Okay. So AND operator, both the conditions should be true. Age also should be greater than 65. Dose also should be greater than 100. When you are using OR operator, either one of the conditions should be true. Okay. Okay. So here either age should be greater than 65 or dose should be greater than 100. Then monitor should be equal to yes. Okay. Otherwise, if adverse event equal to nausea or adverse equal to headache, then the subject will be flagged as 1. Not means, okay, not, I won't explain, it will confuse you. But here mostly we will use AND operator and OR operator. Okay. So we have two things, right? Uh, Origin equal to Asia. And there is one more thing called type. Okay, whether it is SUV or sedan or sports. Okay, what I'm going to do is, if origin equal to Asia and type equal to SUV, MSRP will be decreased by 1,000 rupees. Okay, uh, I'm going to write here, if origin equal to Asia and type equal to sedan, then MSRP equal to minus. Okay. And also one more condition I'm going to write. Okay. If origin equal to Asia and no, origin equal to USA and type equal to sports, then MSRP equal to 30 plus 1,000. Okay. So I am writing one condition, wherever origin equal to Asia and type equal to sedan. Okay. So your second row as Asia and sedan. So wherever the Asia and type matches, the MSRP will be decreased. And also wherever the origin is USA and the car type is sports. Sorry, we will put truck maybe. Then MSRP will be increased by 1,000. Okay. So using AND condition, you can create a new variable or you can modify the variable. If you put AND, both the conditions should be true. If you put OR, either one of the conditions should be true. Okay. So here in first condition, I am putting AND. So both the conditions should be satisfied to modify the MSRP. Here, either one of the conditions should be true. Then the MSRP will be increased by 1,000. Okay. So based on that condition, my MSRP is increased or decreased. Okay. So we have seen three concepts today. Set statement. There is one library called SAS. So in that SAS, SAS uploaded so many data set for practice. If you want to read that, you can use a set statement. And then if you want to create a new variable based on arithmetic operator plus minus, you can create a new variable. And similarly, you can modify the existing variable also using the same arithmetic operators. Okay. So you can create a new variables, you can modify the variables, and also we have seen if condition. So based on the if condition, you can create a new variable or you can modify the existing variable also. Okay. So when you are using if, you first put the keyword if, after that condition, and after that use the keyword then, and after that write the expression for new variable or modifying the variable. Okay. So also we have seen if and else together. When you are using if, the condition age lesser than 12, that means age equal to 11, age equal to 12. Remaining all other places, this condition, this expression will be met. Okay. So whenever age equal to 11 and 12, that time age group will be considered junior. Remaining all other places, age group will be assigned as senior. Okay. Okay. And also we have seen and or operator, and means both the conditions should met. Okay. Or operator means either one of the conditions should met. Okay. So I haven't created a quiz for this. But I will give an assignment for that. First, maybe you will let Shamriti will share the video recording for the first session. After that, you can complete the first assignment. After that, I will send the assignment for this if condition and set statements. Okay. So these are all the topics. Okay. So if you have any questions, let me know. Okay. Okay, if there is no questions, I have one more topic, but it will take a lot of time. It may take 1 hour. I don't want to take that much time. So the next topic is loop, do loop. We have why different types of loop. Next do loop, nested loop, do while, do until, and all. So we will see in next week class about the loops and functions. Okay. But if you have any questions, let me know in the class, or you can message me in chat also. So once you receive the recordings, I will send the next assignment. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know, or we can close the session for now. Okay. Okay.